All right, let's just dive right into this. Have you ever woken up from a super weird dream and just thought, what was that all about? Today, we're going to tackle a huge question. Why do we even dream in the first place?
I mean, have you ever really stopped to think about it? Every single night, our brains are just creating these wild movies. So, what's the deal with that? Now, here's what makes this so fascinating. Scientists have been studying this for ages, and they've come up with a bunch of different theories. But the crazy part is, there's no single, solid answer. It's still one of the brain's biggest mysteries.
So let's start with one of the most popular ideas out there. I want you to picture your brain as this giant, messy filing cabinet at the end of a long day.
This first theory suggests that dreaming is basically our brain's overnight cleaning crew. It sifts through everything that happened during the day, every conversation, every face you saw, everything you learned, and it just starts sorting. So the brain looks at each piece of info and asks, is this important? Like that stuff you studied for an exam? Save it. Is it useless? Like the color of a car that drove past you on the street? Delete. According to this theory, our dreams might just be the weird side effect of this massive save and delete process. Okay, so if one theory says the brain is sorting files, another one asks, what if the brain isn't just cleaning up, but training? Let's get into this whole practice idea. This idea actually breaks down into two really cool parts. First, some researchers believe we practice skills we learned during the day. So if you were learning to play the guitar, you might dream about it to help strengthen those neural pathways, the connections in your brain that lock in the skill. The second part is kind of evolutionary. Dreams might be a safe place to rehearse for scary or dangerous situations, almost like a mental fight-or-flight simulator, so we're better prepared in real life. So the key takeaway here is this simple, powerful process. You learn something new when you're awake. Then, while you're asleep, your brain replays it, practices it, and basically cements it into your memory. It's like getting free practice sessions while you sleep. Pretty neat, right? But what if dreams aren't about memory or practice at all? What if there's something else entirely? This leads us to a couple of other really interesting theories. For instance, old school thinkers like Freud believed dreams were all about wish fulfillment, a way to experience things we can't in real life. Then there's a more practical theory. Dreams are just there to keep the brain active. It's a way to make sure the mind doesn't completely shut down overnight, kind of like a screensaver for your computer. So we've looked at information sorting, skill practice, threat simulation, wish fulfillment, and even just simple brain maintenance. That's a lot of theories. Which brings us back to the biggest question of all. After going through all these possibilities, what is the definitive scientific answer for why we dream? What's the one true reason? And the answer is, well, this quote from our source material really says it best. Meaning, nobody really knows anything about why we get dreams. Yep, after all that research, the real answer is that nobody knows for sure. It's still a massive mystery. So while science is still searching for an answer, maybe the real fun is just in the mystery itself. The next time you wake up from some bizarre or wonderful dream, just think about it. Is your brain filing memories, practicing a new skill, facing a fear, or just having some fun? What do you think your brain is trying to tell you?